I'ma tell my kids this was the Shadow Realm. Not like a world of unmistakable horrors of bizarre spirit creatures that we only ever get a small fraction of their understanding when we see their images on cardboard. It's instead a weird world where cats go from strange field spell based land to field spell based land. This is the real reason the next generation is fucked, not because of the giant death cloud over New York City right now. It's the Shadow Realm thing. I want a better Shadow Realm, damn it. Wait, Shadow Realm is a US exclusive thing to avoid talking about death. Weird. Yu-Gi-Oh is weird. Anyways, yes. Welcome to this week's Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush discussion. Before we get into it, a couple little things I'd like to address. First and foremost, in case anyone has noticed, the reasons I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Zale video and the top 5 worst parts of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrain's video are missing. Why are they gone, you might be asking yourselves? Because TV Nipom, after taking out 3 of my videos at the beginning of this year, only for YouTube to then side with me when I put in the copyright claim and then get the videos and my channel back after it was gone for a week and a half, they've just decided they want to go after me again. And I got 2 strikes in barely a couple of days. And a third one could come at any minute. Yep. That's how the YouTube system works. Now, don't worry, I have already sent in the counter notifications for these 2 videos. YouTube did accept them, but of course, TV Nipom has 10 business days to respond. Yeah, they get 10 business days. I'm not even allowed 5 minutes once my channel gets taken down because these guys just say they're not happy with my existence. That is where we are at, and while I am in full belief that they won't even care about the counter notification and I'll just get the 2 videos back and the 2 strikes off my channel at the end of 10 business days, if the channel goes away for a little bit, y'all know the reason. But yeah, also, second little thing I'd like to address, for proof that I do read every comment, even if I'm bad at responding to them, to the person who has brought up a couple times for me to acknowledge the perfection of Jaden Yuki, my simple response is no. Anyways, so yeah, this week's Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush and last week's Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, because I didn't do a video on it because Ezel support triumphs all. These 2 episodes actually did a lot and did a lot of weird things and interesting things and also some really dragged out overly long things, which we will talk about right here now. First off, we will begin where last week's episode began, with the girl, I forget her name, the ninja girl, making her way to the sort of meeting room underneath the school where Yuamu and Damamu are currently present, where she then reveals that she has both Yuga and Yuhi's cards. We do not see the picture of the card. I didn't know, but even though I actually just watched the episode yesterday, I somehow avoided spoilers on the cat thing. Yet still somehow I'm like, I bet you there's some dumb joke with the pictures on the cards. That's why we don't see them. But yeah, so she has the 2 cards. She then wants to give them back to Yuamu, who doesn't want them and wants her to hold on to this. The reason is that she's ready to go take on Phaser herself, but can't do it because Udius and the rest of her, like, handler, caretaker people do not want her to go. Which, you know what, is very valid. They always do this thing in these shows where everyone's like, go, child, do what your heart requires, even if it means death. I like the idea that they're just like, fuck no, we're not letting you do this. We already lost 1 kid, we can't lose the other. Then we lose our job and our mortgage. But yeah, no, so naturally Yuamu, being smart, is able to sneak away, and it is after she sneaks away that we get our first of our little odd kind of setups for where this whole thing is going. And that is that when she won't open the door, they decide to burst in. If this was any sort of like ecchi or most other shonen, she would be there and naked, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Has some standards. Some, not a lot. And honestly, at this point, it feels like they would do that joke, but they didn't, and I respect that. So anyways, Yeah, they go in there and Yuamu's all like, tell the family secret. Tell the family secret, because that's on her recording. So they're knowingly setting up the idea of the connection to Yuga, which again is obvious because the last names are the same. Yuamu obviously inherits Yuga's intelligence, and obviously everyone looks like the Sevens characters, and they were just there to serve these two, but then time travel fucks with that. I don't know how the fuck to factor that in any of this. But yeah, so effectively at the end, you have it that they want to know the family secret. Tell it to Udius, guys, like there is no family secret. Well, then Yuamu goes to fight Phaser. This duel is fun. I like that Yuamu does some neat stuff. I like that Phaser is like, I don't know if she knows something, but you can't fucking trust this kid, so I gotta do something about it. Wins the duel, which then ends the episode with Card Yuamu as everybody finally fucking notices on the card after it is teased the whole episode that these two and Yuga are all named Oda or Odo or whatever the fuck. This is a thing the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh community has been talking about since episode 1 of this show, and they finally addressed it. Now, on the one hand, it kind of makes sense as they didn't know Yuga's name until just now, but it's such a weird idea for a plot point to just have this thing just sitting there for 60 some odd episodes of television that we, the audience, will all notice. We're all going to notice these two have Yuga's last name as well as similarities to him. But the show treats it like this weird big revelation that they also kind of like teased, which is weird because at this point we've already settled into it. It's such an odd way to handle things, but I don't know how you really work it at this point, so I'm not really holding that against it. Also, I like the little action sequence of the cards getting thrown around and eventually saved. That was kind of nice. But yeah, so then in this week's episode, we have it that you think we're going to get some big revelations. Not really. It is that when sent to the dual world, they become cats for some reason, probably because cats are easy to animate and you need time to work on other episodes. They get turned into cats. We see everyone else who's a cat. We get cat puns. We get everyone acting goofy like cats, and it's annoying and not that funny. But fuck it, it's quick at least, and they get through it. They go looking for Yuga Cat, and you know what? I know I bashed it before, but I kind of like the idea of the way the card world is done here. It's these sort of like cool but sort of like nonsensical lands, and you can just be transported from one to another just by like not being careful and all that. It is kind of fun, and I wouldn't lie if I said a couple times the cat stuff did kind of get to me in the episode. But then they run into Yuga, and once again, he's just great. Yuga's voice actor always knows how to sell whatever scene he's in, whatever's going on. The man's literally been turned into a cat, yet the actor is so fucking charismatic and handles that idea that Yuga knows more than he's saying at all times so well that I'm just always going to be invested in this character and what he does. We naturally get a rush duel, and I'm like, oh god, not another filler duel. But as far as filler duels go, this one's kind of fun because it worked in to what was actually going on here, which is as various times in the duel happen, they get transported to other worlds, and Yuga then figures out how to use this in order to get where he wants to go, which is his world, which is how the episode ends. And you know what? It's fun. It's a neat idea. Could it have been done better? Could it be done more concisely? Yes, but maybe it's just because of my bias towards Yuga, but I liked what they did. I thought it was a neat idea to go visit the new town and time travel and all this. And it's fun, and the duel is sort of fun. I like this idea that they're stuck because their decks are somewhere in the real world. Which, are their bodies in the real world somewhere? I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So the duel discs appear like it's the really shitty way they did card fights in Card Fight Vanguard G, and they have the duel, and it's all the strange cat, and the deck is the same, and Yuga's like, that's right, this is a duel based on skill, so he officially on that IQ 5000 tier 0 format, boy. That's right, everyone playing the same deck and doing the same shit is actually good and healthy for the game, because it shows who's really skilled and intelligent, man. I actually fall 50-50 on that debate. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of see the argument both ways. But yeah, no. So that was these two episodes. Kind of weird, a little all over the place, but fuck it. I want to know what happens next. I know I say that a lot lately with this show, but what else do you say? But yeah, in the comment section below, give me your thoughts on this week's episode. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Or do you kind of wish they would just sort of get on with it instead of always needing to waste filler time? Because I kind of feel a little bit of that. And as for the TCG question of the week, so yeah, last week we got a crazy ass. So yeah, last week we got that crazy ass ban list. Does it really fix or change anything? Fixes, maybe not overtly changes anything. I won't go over the list. We're a little too late for that. But I want to know, what did you think about this list? Did you like the whole it dropped during a YCS? Probably so everyone just stop harassing the Konami employees. Do you like the list? Do you not? What deck are you playing from it? All that. I was all raring to go to play Super Heavy Samurai, and I've been like fiddling around with it, watching some combo videos. There's still a lot of fun shit you can do with that deck, so I might stay on it for a while. But give me your thoughts about that in the comments section below. And as always, click to like, click to subscribe, and join me next week as we return to weird Brave New World 1984 Yu-Gi-Oh! Police Station.